Yan. So let me introduce myself again. I'm Engineer Queen Maroe Thiraviam. I am a civil engineer and one of the solution specialists for CIM Technologies. I'm currently handling AEC, Autodesk AEC collection for structural building design and civil infrastructure design solution. So yung agenda natin for this last presentation is, firstly, I'm going to start with Building Information Modeling, BIM. I'm going to give you an overview of the AEC collection, and then product demo, yung mga gusto niyo pong makita. So, Infraworks, Civil 3D, and Robot Structural Analysis Professional. And then, shortly, with this po, I'm going to discuss how these three softwares pa can help sa curriculum nyo po in civil engineering subjects. Okay, so let's start po with building information modeling. Are you already familiar po with BIM, building information modeling process or workflow? So no answers. So I'm assuming hindi pa po kayo familiar with building information modeling. So I've included building information modeling in my presentation kasi yung mga softwares na ipapakita ko po mamaya, they are some of the software that facilitates this building information modeling process. Okay, so when we say building information modeling kasi, process for seamless collaboration, it is the foundation for your digital transformation. It connects teams, workflows, and data across the entire project lifecycle. So, entire project lifecycle. So, when we say building information modeling kasi, firstly, an overview of that, it is a 3D model-based process, and you can use building information modeling through your entire project lifecycle. So, yung project lifecycle natin is from the planning stage. So, planning, designing, construction, operation, up to operation and maintenance. And if ever po, pati sa finish, parang end stage or cycle ng building natin yung demolition. So yung goal ni building information modeling is to just use one 3D model and all of the information na kailangan nyo for that project would be included in that one 3D model na. So yung goal niya is to use just one and use that one 3D model throughout your entire project lifecycle. So it facilitates the development of digital twin. Si digital twin kasi it refers to the digital replica or of your physical asset, processes, and system. So that you can use yung mga information included with that for various purposes. Okay, so it allows for easy visualization, monitoring, and optimization of your project. Okay. So, ayan. So, this is just a video showing you yung BIM. So, dito, pinapakita na just one 3D model throughout your planning, designing, building, and operation, and all of the information na kailangan natin for the drawing deliverables, yung mga analysis and design natin, and even yung mga as-built documentations is already included in that one BIM model. Okay, so dito with BIM, we can easily digitize, integrate, and optimize. So be it digitalizing for the first time, yung digitalizing, turning your analog or paper-based processes into digital ones, or you might be at the next step for connecting and integrating all of your digital information, and then maybe even analyzing that data and using it to optimize your processes and workflow. So how can you make ang the optimum use po dun sa workflow nyo? Yun yung parang goal ni BIM, ni Building Information Modeling. So with that, let me discuss yung mga BIM dimensions natin. So we have firstly, parang si BIM dimension kasi this enhances the data associated with the model to share a greater level of understanding for your construction project. So parang adding extra information or data enables you to find out how the project will be delivered. So first, dito tayo familiar sa 3D. So it has something to do with modeling. Yung mga geometrical, graphical informations natin is included in your 3D dimension. Sa 4D naman, this has something to do with time-related information. Ayan, so construction sequencing by means of Gantt chart and timelines. Ayan, therefore scheduling. Si D5, 5D naman, cost analysis, cost management, construction cost, estimations, etc. Ayan. And then si 6D, parang analysis of thermal performance and efficiency in your energy. Therefore, it has something to do with the sustainability of your project. And then D7 beam dimension, parang information na related to operation and maintenance. So ano siya, facility management applications. So itong mga to, with the different beam dimension, meron tayong mga iba-ibang softwares na we can use para makuha yung mga informations na to. Okay. Next naman, let's discuss yung level of details. So level of details, parang pwede siyang level of details or level of development. It is an indicator that tells us the state of the information that our BIM model should have at a particular phase of the project. So parang this helps you identify and understand the level of data, parameters, and geometry that your BIM model contains. So dito tayo sa ayan. So LOD 100 muna up to ano yan, 500, ayan. LOD 100, ito parang purely conceptual representation of your elements lang. So ito ginagamit to sa mga conceptual design lang, sa mga form it, forma, ganon. And then si LOD 200, approximate geometry of an element. So andun na yung shape niya, approximate shape ng object natin. LOD 300 naman, accurate geometry, suitable for tender with precise specification. So dito, meron na siyang specifications. Dito alam na natin na floor, alam na natin na window, alam na natin na wall. Ayan, ganyan. So I think ito yung itong LOD 200, ito pa lang, hanggang dito lang si SketchUp. Okay, so dito, sa LOD 400 naman, meron na tayong mga materials. So LOD 300 plus yung mga materials. So ito yung at LOD 400 kay Revit. And then sa LOD 500 naman, LOD 400, parang accurate geometry with materials plus yung mga as-built objects included in your as-built documentation. So may mga shadows na tayo, may mga other auxiliaries na tayo included in that. Okay, so LOD 500, si Recap Pro yung palang yung nakakagawa. Okay, so that's it with building information modeling. So next naman po, let's talk about what the AEC collection is. So basically, it is just a comprehensive package of tools for CAD and BIM workflow. So this collection provides BIM and CAD software, so including si Revit, si Civil 3D, AutoCAD, and all. So parang dito we need integrated set of tools that let us coordinate work across the teams for easier design and construction. So with the AEC collection, every engineer and contractors has parang access to multidisciplinary workflows. With the AEC collection also, we can explore more possibilities and build with confidence. So parang different software kasi different uses. So what exactly is the AEC collection ba? So parang this provides engineers, contractors, designers, and other construction professional a set of BIM and CAD software that supports engineering projects from the early stage through its construction. So parang si AEC collection, yung mga tools included in the AEC collection facilitates yung BIM workflow natin. So later on po, kasi since we're discussing Civil 3D and Infraworks, I'm going to show to you yung civil infrastructure workflow natin, and with robot naman, I'm going to show to you yung structural design workflow. So ito pala yung here are the softwares included in the AEC collection. So also, if you would have access to all of this software. Okay. So I'm going to be discussing later on si Infraworks, si Civil 3D, and si Robot Structural Analysis Professional. So let's start with Infraworks po muna. So, ayan, what is Infraworks? So, ano ba? What if it was easy to create a 3D city with civil engineering, GIS, and site visualization under one roof? Ayan, so with Autodesk Infraworks, pwede natin yun gawin. So si Infraworks kasi, parang Infraworks is for you if you're developing drainage system, roads, bridges, tunnels, or site developments lang. Okay, so parang this demo is to get you started with using the interoperability or integration between yung softwares ni Autodesk, kasi it doesn't work alone lang. Though it can, kung gusto nyo po, it's okay kung medyo matagal lang yung process, pero makikita natin how easy it is if you use the integration or interoperability of solutions ni Autodesk. Okay, so dito, let's start with, let's have a run through with what Infraworks is. So Infraworks is a context modeling, conceptual design, analysis, simulation, and visualization solution that supports the BIM process for more integrated project workflow. So para siyang conceptual designing for infrastructure projects. So kasi mamaya pakita ko po yung interface ni Infraworks. Lahat ng parang data na i-import natin in Infraworks or gagawin natin in Infraworks is already, you can easily view it in 3D. Okay? So sobrang bilis ng visualization and conceptual designing doon. So the software's integration with GIS and other real-world data allows users to create a complete project model that incorporates information about the built and natural environment. So kasi dito, parang it connects sa mga geospatial information and design data, and you can generate parang comprehensive context model that integrates yung mga built and natural environment natin. So kung wala kayong mga laser scanners or mga drone images na pwede nating i-process sa Recap Pro and then parang import it in Infraworks, it's okay kasi si Infraworks meron siyang capability, yung model builder. So parang ina-access niya yung data from the cloud, from the internet sa Google Earth, and then most of the roads and buildings na makukuha natin doon is already in 3D. So you would always have a starting point when parang when you're starting with a project, meron ka na agad existing condition. Okay, you don't have to start from scratch. So users can quickly lay out conceptual designs in context and use analysis and simulation tools to optimize design based on realistic proposals through compelling visualization. So dito kasi, since it is a parang conceptual design software lang, yung layout is very easy. Kung mamaya papakita ko sa software, yung mga capabilities niya or yung mga projects na pwede natin gawin, it's by tab na, so hindi ka mahihirapan gamitin siya. So Infrawork helps to communicate design intent, improve project outcomes, integration with Civil 3D and Revit for detailed design, and construction brings together workflow across horizontal and the vertical infrastructure projects. So kasi if you're familiar with Civil 3D na, you can always start yung project naman doon. Kaso the visualization is very difficult. Minsan, mahirap basahin. Kung hindi ka civil engineer, if hindi mo na-handle mostly yung mga roads and highway plans natin or drawing plans, it would be a bit hard for you to understand yung naka-Civil 3D. So si Infraworks parang is one of the software that helps us communicate yung design intent natin. Infraworks is for civil infrastructure professionals, ayan, including planning, surveyors, civil engineers, who needs to enhance how they plan and design projects, better communicate design intent to your clients, and improve project outcomes. So Infraworks is a context, ito na ulit na lang, sorry. So si Infraworks is a context modeling, conceptual design, analysis, or simulation and visualization software. Okay? So ito yung mga capabilities niya. So context modeling, yung mga parametric modeling natin. Meron siyang site distance analysis. You can bridge design, drainage design, conceptual design for your roads, highways, and tunnels. Ayan, traffic and mobility simulations, um, refine bridge analysis. So interoperability. So dito when you're working with sa interoperability, when you're working with um, roads and highways, bridges, rails, or tunnels, meron ng direct integration si Infraworks with Civil 3D and Revit structure para mas mapabilis yung workflow natin. Ayan, roadway design, parametric, civil structures, tunnel design, and create compelling presentation. So may mga presentations din tayo, parang mga walkthroughs na pwedeng gawin in Infraworks. So yung mga key features niya, si conceptual design, analysis and simulation, context modeling, and visualization. Ano naman siya? Very easy to understand naman. So ito lang, a short video lang of how the the Infraworks software works. So ito yung sinabi ko kanina na model builder. Kung wala kang point cloud or mga drone images of your existing environment, pwede mo gamitin si model builder. It would connect you to Google Earth and ayun, you can start working from there. Kung makapakikita nyo yung mga roads and buildings are already in, most of them are already in 3D. So it's a very good starting point for your project talaga. Yan, so ito yung interface ito na yung ito na yung map na in-export or kinuha natin from the cloud. So ito na siya pag pinasok natin pag inopen natin kay Infraworks. Okay, so ito naman how parang mamaya I'll discuss what Civil 3D is, pero this is just an video showing you the integration of between Infraworks and Civil 3D when it comes to road design. So lahat ng ginagawa natin kay Infraworks is just your conceptual design, hindi pa siya detailed. That's why we need Civil 3D, which is a design and documentation software naman for infrastructure projects. Ayan, so ganyan po natin siya makikita kay Infraworks. Parang na siya talaga. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina na with just parang one click, pwede kayong design alternatives. It's very easy to change or para ma-visualize nyo agad how your project would look like. Okay, so ito naman po, pag pinasok na natin siya in Civil 3D. So, wait lang. So, i-discuss ko to later kay Civil 3D. Move on na po tayo sa next slide. Ito naman for the bridge design lang. So, pwede din natin gawin siya. Pwede tayo mag-model ng bridge very easily in Infraworks. And then, integrate na lang natin siya with Revit and Civil 3D. Sorry, integrate na lang natin siya with Revit and Civil 3D for your more detailed design. And also for bridge design, syempre, kanina, kung napansin nyo po dun sa AEC collection, we have a structural bridge analysis. So para siyang it's for bridge analysis and design naman. So you can easily integrate Infraworks model dun din sa software na yon para hindi ka na re-remodel ulit kapag binuksan mo si bridge structural design software. Okay, so modeling is very easy talaga. Okay, si Civil 3D naman po is your design and documentation software for civil engineering projects. So civil engineering projects, nandito siya sa dulo. Ito yung mga projects na pwede natin gawin in Civil 3D, si land development, water projects, saka transportation projects. So dito, sa Civil 3D software is a solution that creates civil engineering designs and documentation that supports CAD and BIM workflow. So napag-usapan na natin si BIM kanina, Building Information Modeling Workflow. It is a 3D model-based process. And then, dito naman, it supports CAD because Civil 3D is based upon the AutoCAD platform. So all the functionalities and commands in AutoCAD can also be performed in Civil 3D as well. Okay, so si Civil 3D po supports BIM workflows with integrated feature to improve design and construction documentation. The objects that we create inside the software are called intelligent because si Civil 3D gives us added information and properties that we can get from all of the objects na gagawin natin doon. And at the same time, syempre, it is also interoperable with other BIM-based solutions ni Autodesk, meaning yung data transfer natin is smooth. So parang this software harness the power of BIM for greater design coordination and project collaboration. So it is designed for surveyors, civil engineers and architects, and syempre other construction professional that works on managing civil engineering projects. This software permits rapid development of alternative through its model-based tool. So parang with Civil 3D, it is easy to understand project operation, maintain relevance in processes and data, and it gives a super quick response to our changes. So nakita nyo kanina with just one click na bago natin yung intersection into a roundabout. So very easy with Civil 3D, it's also like that. Kasi meron tayong parang dynamic capability ni software natin. So si dynamic capability parang if you change anything in the table, automatically that change would be incorporated in the drawing area and vice versa. Pagka meron kang pinalitan sa drawing area natin, automatically yung changes na yon would be changed or incorporated in your tables. Okay. So a few examples lang sa mga projects na pwede natin gawin inside the Civil 3D software, yung mga construction area development, structural engineering, road engineerings, river and dam developments, canal embankments, yung mga ganon. For infrastructure projects talaga siya. So, ito yung mga Civil 3D include purpose-built tools for critical civil engineering disciplines that helps us with the design and to build better for roads and highway sites and other infrastructure projects. So, ito yung mga parang key tools niya. Si site and survey workflows, intersection design, dito pala sinasabi natin na design kasi meron na tayong si Civil 3D uses AASHTO to check yung mga design ng mga roads natin. Okay, so plan, production, and documentation, si geotechnical modeling, terrain modeling, drainage design and analysis. So meron din tayong hydraulics and hydrology analysis dito in the Civil 3D software. So interoperability, materials and quantity. So later on pakita ko yung mga materials and estimating features ni Civil 3D, corridor modeling, pressure networks, design automation, and also bridge design. So moving on, let's discuss muna the difference between si AutoCAD and si Civil 3D. So ano ba yung advantages when using AutoCAD, when using Civil 3D when working with civil infrastructure project instead of using AutoCAD alone? So si AutoCAD kasi it's just a generic CAD program. I think si AutoCAD yung first software ni Autodesk. So it's just used to design and annotate 2D geometry and 3D models with solid surfaces and objects. So yun lang yung nagagawa niya. So si Civil 3D naman, it is a design software used to plan, design and deliver civil infrastructure projects. So parang Civil 3D has hundreds of routines that streamline the design processes for land development, water and transportation projects. So it's mainly for civil engineering projects talaga. So si Civil 3D is built upon the AutoCAD platform. That's why si Civil 3D and si AutoCAD, they have a similar interface. So parang this gives AutoCAD user an added advantage when it comes to learning the software. And then also, nabanggit ko na kanina, all of the key commands na pwede natin gawin kay AutoCAD, pwede rin natin gawin kay Civil 3D. And then also, meron kasing tatlong workspaces si Civil 3D. So AutoCAD is included in that workspace. So for example, kailangan mo lang si AutoCAD for your deliverables, and you need Civil 3D as well. So si Civil 3D na lang kasi pwede mo palitan yung workspace ni Civil 3D, and then yung mga tools niya is ma-adapt na yung tools or existing tools ni AutoCAD. So dito, pag tinanong sa inyo, parang which one is better ba? Para sa akin kasi, parang different software kasi sila, pero si Civil 3D, we can say na Civil 3D is a very clever extension of AutoCAD for those working on civil engineering projects. So it can make your work a lot easier compared to using parang only AutoCAD to do your projects. So dito, here are some of the key tools na in Civil 3D that we won't find in AutoCAD. So we have COGO points, coordinate geometry points. It uses the coordinate system to pinpoint the exact location of your point. So coordinate system talaga siya ni Earth. Hindi siya XY plane lang. Okay? So kaya si COGO point natin, hindi XY yung ano niya, detail niya. It has northing, easting, and elevation. Si surfaces naman, yung existing surface natin, alignments, ito yung starting point ng mga infrastructure natin. Profiles, these are 2D representation of our alignment based on a surface. Si assemblies and sub-assemblies, ito yung mga cross-sections ng roads natin. Si corridor, in essence, si corridor yung linear infrastructure natin. So dito kay Civil 3D, we can also perform quantity takeoff and earthwork volume calculation. So more on that, ito yung mga estimating features ni Civil 3D. So pwede tayong mag-calculate ng area, pwede tayong mag-calculate ng volume, surface volume, material volume. Si surface volume siya yung cut and fill. Material volume calculation siya yung mga volume ng materials natin such as yung concrete, yung mga asphalt, ayan. And then in Civil 3D also, we have this thing called pay item. So pay item, we can associate this with any Civil 3D or AutoCAD objects and do a quantity takeoff based on item counts, item distances, and item area. And then use any of the three to create your own formula para makapag-gawa ka ng quantity takeoff for kung ano pa yung kailangan mo. Say for example, volume. So gagamitin mo si item area, times mo siya sa height, and then makukuha mo na yung volume. So you can also create your own formulas when working with pay items. So ayan po, before ko ipakita yung workflow sa inyo, sorry pala, end na lang yung question. Okay, so ito kasi yung parang recommended workflow ni Autodesk for infrastructure. So for surveying, we have si Infraworks and si Recap Pro. For planning and conceptual design, we have Infraworks and si 3ds Max. 3ds Max for rendering lang siya. when it comes to dito. Pero syempre si 3ds Max has other capabilities. Pero dito for purely rendering lang siya. And detailed design naman si Civil 3D. So si Revit nandito siya kasi right now si Revit pa lang yung software where we can model rebars, AutoCAD and vehicle tracking. And then for documentation and construction naman, we have Recap Pro and si Navisworks Manage. So si Navisworks Manage is a clash detection software. So it can detect your clashes before your project is even constructed. Kasi minsan, it's a bit hard pag nasa construction na tayo, dun lang natin nakikita na may mga clashes pala. And parang medyo matagal kung dun mo pa lang siya aayusin. So si Navisworks Manage can detect yung mga clashes beforehand. Okay. So ito again short video lang on how Civil 3D works. Ito yung parang vehicle tracking. It's an add-in ni Civil 3D para mas parang realistic yung design natin. Yan, check against standard ni Ashto. And then ito yung vehicle tracking, vehicle sweep path, and automate documentation or reports para sa projects natin. Okay, so nakita natin dito yung visualization inside the Civil 3D software. It's a bit different from sa visualization kay Infraworks. Mas magandang tignan kay Infraworks. So ito yung ginagawa na to, ito yung mga parang design alternatives natin. So makikita natin very dynamic or parang at one click lang makikita natin agad yung changes natin dun sa drawing area natin. Okay, so ulit na siya. Plan production lang siya. Ayan. Sunod naman po, so that's it with Civil 3D. Again, si Civil 3D is a design and documentation software for infrastructure projects. So last software I would be discussing ito, si Robot Structural Analysis Professional. So I think most of you haven't heard of this software yet. So it's your first time hearing the software. That's understandable since we have a much parang known competitor to students and professionals compared to robot. So in the Autodesk portfolio kasi, there are literally hundreds of product offerings, so dozen of which are applicable in the AEC industry, AEC, architecture, engineering, and construction industry. So I think when we talk about structural analysis, mas familiar tayo with STAAD. Yan, so most universities, yun din yung ginagamit nila. Not just universities, firms or construction companies are still using STAAD. So a lot of people are asking what's the difference between STAAD and robot. So firstly sa name muna. So this is parang common misinterception. So si robot has nothing to do with robots or robotics. It's just really a name. Just like STAAD, si Robot Structural Analysis Professional is also a analysis and design software. So short history lang dito sa name kung bakit siya robot. Actually kasi it came from a French word, robatiments. So meaning automatic design of building. Ano kasi kaya siya French word, yung developer ng robot is a Polish, kaya ayan. Therefore the name robot, automatic designs of building. Okay, so moving on kung ano ba yung differences ni STAAD and robot. Parang in terms of design, si STAAD kasi yung output niya is parang almost the same as our handout manual calculation. parang it uses si metric method of for analysis. Okay? Whereas si robot naman leans toward more on the graphical user interface side. So ayun lang yung medyo difference nila. And then in STAAD, we can also know the exact location of errors. Parang meron kasing tinatawag na as STAAD, parang check your outputs in STAAD editor. And parang it looks like your notepad dito sa mga computer natin. So, and from there, malalaman natin kung asan yung exact location ng error. So, yung flexibility na yon, that's the only missing thing in robot. Sasabihin sa atin ni robot yung error, pero only dun sa result, hahanapin pa natin siya in the model mano-mano, ganon. Pero apart from that, si robot naman has very strong tendency to generate detailed calculation, 3D rendered view, and detailed reinforcement arrangement. So, and then most importantly, yung interoperability ni robot with other Autodesk solutions such as si Revit, si Navisworks, saka si Advanced Steel. So, for me, don't worry so much about which one is better kasi upon quick evaluation, parang parehas, equally good software naman sila. Instead, parang focus more on your workflow, on the workflow of your organization. So, dito, parang think of the way you work, your processes, and then pick which software will fit you better. So dito kasi, for example, if you're going to consider yung major factor interoperability of the software, if you're using Autodesk software to model your projects, syempre, it would be advisable or it would be best if you're going to use robot for your design and analysis. Pero if you're using Bentley products naman, so, syempre, STAAD. Si sa STAAD is from Bentley. Okay, so parang why use software from a different developer, di ba? So, kasi yung data transfer nila might not be as smooth as when using software from same developer. Okay, so again, ayun, parang there's only parang sobrang konting difference lang between robot and STAAD. Yung main factor lang niya is yung interoperability niya with other softwares. Okay? So, ito, ito yung mga top features ni robots: collaboration, speed, and versatility. Sa collaboration, it uses a bi-directional link with Autodesk Revit structure, software, and advanced steel software. So meron ng direct linking between robot and robot and Revit, robot and advanced steel. So si Revit and advanced steel, it's a modeling software, design and modeling software ni Autodesk, if you're already familiar with it. So it embrace building information modeling to enhance the sharing of project information across multiple discipline, minimize efficiency with better analysis and design. So dito kasi, for example, you're using STAAD, meron kang 3D design in AutoCAD. So kasi kay STAAD kasi stick figure yung ginagamit natin. So you would have to model yung mga stick figure ulit in STAAD, while pagka tayo dito kay Revit, nag-model tayo ng software natin, we can automatically generate yung stick figure or analytical model natin, and then use that analytical model for linking or import kay robot, and then yun na yung gagamitin natin to perform yung analysis and design natin. Okay, so parang yun din, doon din pumapasok yung sa speed. So it can calculate large and complex structural models to help your clients demanding project requests. So it fosters productivity among engineers and help them be more efficient. Engineers can explore many analysis alternatives and make early improvements in their project, how it will look, how it will perform, and how it will be used in the real world. So also provides a comprehensive solution for a variety of your analysis and design needs. Like for example dito, merong nag-fail na, for example, steel design na lang, mas mabilis i-explain. May nag-fail na isang member dun sa design natin. For example, si column 1. So, meron kasing tinatawag na code design group optimization, si robot. So, dun sa group na yon, parang yung gagawin niya, if pag may nag-fail na member, magsasuggest siya ng mga optimum sections na pwede mong gamitin. Or it's up to you kung gagamitin mo yon or um, hindi. So if, for example, ginamit mo yung sinuggest ni robot, you just run the analysis again and then recheck nyo lang kung pumasa na ba siya. Okay? And versatility naman, enable smoother workflow lang to. So users are able to use a variety of current favorite application with robot. Ayun nga yung mga softwares na na-mention ka kanina, sobrang meron na silang direct linking, or if not direct linking, pwede naman tayong mag-import and export ng mga file types nila. It can accommodate even complex projects, so you can take on new and additional projects from your previous using compared to using only your previous tools. Enables you to be more efficient and effective in project workflows by working with teams, producing plans in one language and output generated in another. So dito yan, explain ko sa susunod. Ayan, so dito our software is capable, si robot is capable of supporting integrated design solution for reinforced concrete, steel, and also timber. Sorry, walang picture ng timber. Wala na kasi masyado gumagamit here in ano ng timber. Okay, so Autodesk, so si robot has parang integrated concrete design and steel design modules based on parang 70 codes. So meron tayong mga different country-specific codes. So parang almost 70 siya na we can use and select from. Unfortunately, ano lang, hindi pa included si NSCP doon. Pero kasi naman, if you know, sa NSCP is derived lang from other international codes. So ayun, pwede natin siya gamitin. So dito, for more complex na structure, we need to have a more flexible and powerful analysis. So for this one, advanced finite element automeshing capabilities, so powerful mesh generation techniques enables a structural engineer to more effortlessly work with even more complex models, parang automatic mesh generation and manual definition of meshing parameters can be manipulated independently for each panel, providing the ability to create a high-quality finite element mesh for more precise analysis result. So dito naman, wide range of analysis capability. So we have investigated the linear and true, parang we can investigate the linear and parang true non-linear behavior of any structure. The software enables the simple and effective analysis for many types of nonlinearity also, such as yung P-delta analysis, tension and compression members, and then also supports such as plastic hinges also, and cables, syempre. Also explore the response of your structure to dynamic loading such as yung mga harmonic frequencies, seismic loads, and earthquake loads. And also, syempre, since international, may mga snow analysis din tayo dito. Snow load analysis, ayan. And then lastly, itong state-of-the-art analysis solver. So the state-of-the-art dynamic solver helps support structural dynamic analysis so it can be more easily carried out for almost any size of structure. So the more efficient analysis algorithms for robot are designed and optimized parang quad-core and multi-core computer processors. So same lang when working with bigger or smaller or bigger project, yung result verification natin takes seconds lang. So kaya powerful analysis solvers. And also supports kanina na-mention ko na si robot supports local analysis requirements. So ayan, multiple languages and units, country-specific codes and preferences, and an extensive output and analysis result. So ito, yung mga to, yung country-specific codes, extensive output and analysis results. So pwede tayong mag-model in one language and then yung result natin, we can export it in different languages based on kung ano yung ilalagay nyo at the start. So this is just a conclusion. You can use robot for faster calculation and simulation of complex model, minimize inefficiencies by enabling analysis and design to stay synchronized, enhance collaboration and structural workflow from design to analysis. So itong workflow na to, structural workflow, sorry, wait lang. Sorry po. Wait lang. Let me just share my screen again. Ayan. Screen ko na lang. Ayan, so ito po yung ito yung um, structural workflow, structural design workflow. So, magmo-model tayo in either Revit or Advanced Steel. Send natin siya in robot to perform analysis. Okay? And then any changes, send back. For example, may nag-fail na member, update natin siya in robot and then link back lang natin siya in Revit or Advanced Steel para maging updated din yung model natin. And then send natin siya kay Advanced Steel again or Revit if you want for detailed steel connection and automatic generation of your shop drawing. So si Advanced Steel yung capable for that. So itong mga to, yung mga nakikita nyo na yan, automatically generated yan using yung 3D model lang natin. Okay, so I think po that's it with my presentation when it comes to Civil 3D, Infraworks, and Robot. So if you have any questions, let me know po. Sorry pala, I wasn't able to do yung hands-on exercise natin in the software itself. I have it prepared here. Kaso we have less time lang. So siguro pakita ko na lang sa inyo. So this is the Civil 3D software. So yung sinasabi ko kanina na workspaces, ito siya. So dito kay Civil 3D, we have 3 workspaces. Si Civil 3D itself, drafting and annotation, and 3D modeling. Ito si 2D and 3D AutoCAD and planning and analysis si Map 3D. So another software siya. Okay, so yung sinasabi ko kanina, if you just change your workspace, for example, dito tayo sa drafting and annotation, si 2D AutoCAD, yung mga tools natin in the ribbon would be changed depending dun sa kung ano yung tools na meron tayo kay AutoCAD. Okay? So balik ko lang siya kay Civil 3D. So dito, ayan, we have yung surface, yung sinasabi ko na intelligent modeling natin, for example, line tayo. Ayan. So yung binibigay lang sa atin na property ni AutoCAD is line, color, layer, and line type. So unlike kay Civil 3D, for example, ito yung surface natin, ipapakita niya sa atin na it's a thin surface, e.g. yung name niya existing ground, yung style, layer, and yung elevation at this point kung ano yung hinahawakan ko. Where I'm hovering my mouse over. So ito yung mga this one is road and highway design. So from the road and highway design, pwede tayong makapag-generate ng total volume for the cut and fill, volume ng mga materials natin. So yung pavement, curb and gutter, sidewalk, automatically generated siya. And then also yung mga cross sections natin per station. Hindi ko siya ginawa isa-isa. These are all automatically generated. And then I have here naman si Infraworks. So dito kay Infraworks, sorry, this is just a sample file coming from Autodesk kaya medyo malaking project siya. Pero ayan, ito yung mga datas na makikita natin with Infraworks. That's why sinabi ko kanina, visualization is very easy. And then kung mapapansin nyo dito sa tools natin, so ito lang siya, sobrang konti lang, not unlike other Autodesk software, so very straightforward. So for example, magagawa tayo ng mga roads, ayan na siya agad. Okay, so for the structures, for the bridge tunnels and buildings, for drainage, ayan na din siya. And existing environment, city furniture, linear decoration, yung mga trees natin, water rivers, nandiyan na din siya. Okay, and then ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na for presentation din. So we can create presentations or walkthroughs din dito kay um, Infraworks. And then yung ano naman, sorry, mabilis, sa robot. So ito I have here a simple 3D steel structure. So for example, ito na yung ano natin, model natin. I have already nakapag-model na ako, nalagyan ko na sila ng mga supports. Ayan, loads, meron na din, nakapagawa na rin ako ng combination, automatic combination. Ayan, meron tayong automatic or manual load combination. Automatic lang ata yung ginawa ko dito. And then I've also added wind and snow load. Ayan. Okay, so for example, i-ano ko na, i-verify ko na yung result ko. So dito lang ako sa steel design. Okay? And then dito, meron tayong tinatawag na code group verification. So parang dito kasi ginroup ko lahat ng columns into one, lahat ng brace into one, lahat ng secondary beams, tsaka mga primary beams natin. So if any of, for example, dito, ito lang beam na to yung nag-fail, automatically papalitan niya lahat ng beam natin. So yun yung code group verification. Or pwede naman member lang, each member lang yung papalitan niya. So try ko lang sa code group optimization, kakalculate ko siya. And then ayan, ipapakita naman sa atin ni software natin, walang nag-fail dito, napalitan ko na lahat siya actually. Ayan, green siya lahat, optimum siya lahat. And if ever naman, if you want to see your more detailed result, ayan siya, pwede mo siyang i-click lang, calc note, and then ayan na yung still design natin. Papakita niya sa'yo na your section is okay. So ito still design to, pero work similarly lang din kapag concrete, RC, reinforced concrete design. So I think that's about it now for me. Thanks everyone.